welcome to the PAT Frequently Asked Questions podcast. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through the process of ordering study materials from our website. Now, for those of you who frequently order things online, you might wonder why anyone would need a tutorial. But there are a few quirks to ordering from the PAT store that even seasoned Amazon.comaholics might need to know about. But before I get us going at the online store, where you'll need to use a credit card, I'll show you where you can get a form you can use if you want to pay by check and mail your order in. We'll start out from the PAT homepage here at fyi.extension.wisc.edu/PAT. There are a few different places you can find this mail order form. One of them is here under Tools and then PAT Tools. Scroll about halfway down the page to where it says Registration Form. There's a link there for both commercial and private forms. Each opens in a separate page. Simply fill out this form and mail it back to us with your check. So let's go back now to using our online store. We'll go to the link on the far right of the menu bar along the top that says PAT Store. Once at the storefront, you can see here on the left side of the page the different certification categories. Find the one you're interested in and click it. Let's choose a common one here, Turf and Landscape. You can see that you have different choices of study materials here, printed manual, PDF manual, and online course. Not all categories currently have the online course option. This is where you will also find the option to register for a live review session. But when they are offered, you'll find the choices listed here as well. I explain these different choices in the What Should I Order podcast. The link to that is on the home page where it says What Should I Order? But back to the ranch, PAT store. For this demonstration, I'm going to choose the printed manual. So I'll just click on the Buy link in the box for printed manual. Now, if you're ordering just one manual, you're good to go and can click the Checkout button. But what if you want more than one manual, or different manuals, or a live training session? You don't want to go through the whole checkout process for each item, and you don't have to. If you want more than one turf manual, simply go up to the quantity box and type in the number you want and click Update Shopping Cart. Easy peasy, right? What if you also want an aquatic manual? Well, the list of categories is still there on your left, so let's click Aquatic and Mosquito. Again, we have a few choices, but let's choose another printed manual. I'll click Buy up here, and that takes us back to our cart, now showing 3 turf and 1 aquatic manuals. You can keep going like this if you have other manuals or training sessions you want to order, but let's say we're done for now and move on. To make things simpler, I'm going to change the number of turf manuals back to 1 and update. Then I'm going to click the Checkout button, which will take us to the next section. Notice this is headed Person Placing Order. That person could be the applicator themselves or somebody else ordering for them. In either case, fill in the appropriate info here, name, address, etc. Note that the address you supply here is the one we will ship the material to. This may be different than your billing address, which you're going to enter later. Notice the warning below. I'm not going to read that all out here. Basically, it's saying that for purposes of certification, we do need the names and birth dates of each person who's getting a manual. This is one of the quirks I talked about before. Since this process is part of a state certification and licensing program, we do unfortunately need more info than you would normally need when ordering that new Weber grill from Amazon. That takes us to the question below. Are you ordering the items only for yourself? If yes, click Yes. If these are for someone else or for you and another person or multiple people, then click No. Let's take the easy route first and click Yes. We'll come back to the situation of ordering for someone else in a little bit. Now we'll just click the Continue button. Here it's showing us the information we've already entered, our name, address, etc. But note, here is where we get an additional question, our birth date. Again, this is important because this is part of a state certification and licensing process. So we'll add our birth date here. Use the comments box below if you have any specific shipping instructions or other information. We will click Continue, and that takes us to a secure site that the university uses, where you then enter your credit card information. This page is pretty standard. It has already carried over your name and address information you entered before. However, remember that what you entered before is where you want the material shipped. If that's the same as the billing address for the credit card, you're fine. However, if it's different, you need to enter that different billing address here. If the address you enter here does not match that for your credit card, the order may not go through. We'll finish here by clicking the Continue Checkout button. Now that's going to take you through some pretty normal steps. You'll get a confirmation page which shows what you ordered, shipping address, etc. If that's all good, click Submit Payment. When that's processed, you'll get to a Transaction Approved page telling you that your order went through. At this point, a receipt has already been emailed to you. However, you will have the option on this page of having another one sent to a different email, if you wish, or viewing and printing one. Let's quickly go back and see what's different if you're ordering for someone else or more than one person. We're back on the ordering page, and let's say we're ordering 2 different manuals, a turf and an aquatic mosquito. But these are going to be for different people. We'll again enter the shipping information, but now at the bottom we'll choose No for the question, are all these materials just for us? Now when we click Continue, we'll get to a different page that lists each manual we are ordering with boxes to fill in for each. If you ordered 2 manuals, even 2 of the same, it will give you 2 boxes. If you order 4, there will be 4, etc. Here is where we would put each person's name that corresponds to the manual they are ordering and their birth dates. After you enter all that info, the rest of the ordering process is just like we already described. And that's all there is to it. Now, if you have problems when placing your order or are still unsure how to do it, don't worry. Just don't be afraid to contact us. We can always walk you through the process over the phone if need be.